Hello everyone. Now I know you people must be preparing hard for your exam, tomorrow's exam. So this is again just a small effort from my side. I've just made 9-10 slides which are actually last minute revision points. So just go through these points before going to appear for the exam. So without wasting so much of your time, let's start with the revision of some of the very important crisp points regarding biochemistry. Now, these are the different enzyme activities which are useful in clinical diagnosis, because you must have seen the pattern of the questions which have been asked in the exam of biochemistry. So they are simply one word questions. Now, if we talk about acid phosphatase, it is a marker enzyme for prostate cancer. Alanine aminotransferase or ALT, it is actually a marker enzyme of liver diseases. ALP, which is a marker enzyme of liver diseases, bone disorders, and obstructive jaundice also. Amylase, which is a marker enzyme for acute pancreatitis. Creatine kinase, CPK, which is the energy reservoir of the muscle also. All of you must be familiar with the three isoenzymes, three forms of creatine phosphokinase. So CPK2 increases in MI and CPK3 increases in muscular dystrophies. And lactate dehydrogenase is again a marker enzyme for MI, and it is also a marker enzyme of cytoplasm. Then these are the different enzymes and coenzymes. Always remember, one question will definitely come from this slide. And very well, because these slides are covering the entire biochemistry. Now, for example, if we take thymine, all of you know the coenzyme, active form of thymine is TPP, and it is a coenzyme for PDH, transketolase, and alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. And the entity transfer is hydroxythyl. Riboflavin, which is vitamin B2. The active forms are FMN, flavin mononucleotide, and flavin adenine dinucleotide. It is responsible for different oxidation and reduction reactions. B3 niacin, active form, reaction catalyzed, entity transferred. Pyridoxine, active form. These are the, again, this is a very important question. PLP is required for transamination and for decarboxylation and amino group. Biotin, which is B7, responsible for carboxylation, very important question again. Folic acid, B9, which is responsible for 1-carbon metabolism. This was the question which was asked 3 years back in ZIPMER exam also. And pantothenic acid, which is vitamin B5, which is responsible for the carrier of acyl group. So this slide is, again, I am telling you, very important. Then different enzymes and their cofactors. Again, this is very important. You can see copper ke liye cytochrome oxidase, tyrosinase is there. Zinc is important. Zinc is a cofactor for carbonic anhydrase, alkaline phosphatase, alcohol dehydrogenase. This is glutamate dehydrogenase, lactate dehydrogenase, and superoxide dismutase. Potassium is required for pyruvate kinase. Nickel is required for urease. Then this is again a very important question. This has been asked again in ZIPMER exam. These are the different type of inhibition, and you can see how Km and Vmax are altered. If we talk about competitive inhibition, Km increases, Vmax is the same. Non-competitive, Km is same, whereas Vmax decreases. And in uncompetitive, both decreases here lowered. Then what are the different qualitative tests for carbohydrates? These are the different type of tests. Like Mollis test is given by every carbohydrate, and the principle is furfural formation. Iodine is given by only starch. Barfoids differentiates between mono and disaccharides. Benedict's test is a test for reducing sugars. Selvanov's test is for ketohexosis, which gives a cherry red color complex, and Fioron's test is for lactose. This question can be asked. Then this is again very important. In this, basically emphasis on ketone bodies. Always remember, ketone bodies are the most important energy fuel for brain and heart during starvation? This is the question which can be asked. Ketone bodies can be formed in liver, but they cannot be utilized in liver due to the absence of enzyme thiophorase, which we have discussed so many times. So this is the important gist of this slide. Then lipogenesis, always remember, whenever we talk about a synthetic process, a synthesis, it always occurs in the cytoplasm. So lipogenesis occurs in cytoplasm, and acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase is the rate limiting enzyme. Insulin activates lipogenesis, glucagon activates lipolysis. And fatty acid synthase is an important enzyme of multi-enzyme complex. Odd chain fatty acids always give propionyl-CoA, which undergoes gluconeogenesis, where vitamin B12 functions as a coenzyme. Again, this is very important. Then different type of sphingolipidosis. This we have discussed so many times. This slide you have to actually mug up. Again, one question is expected from this. And most probably it can be Tay-Sachs, deficient enzyme, Gaucher's, the deficient enzyme, and you can say Fabry's and the deficient enzyme. The reason why I am uploading this video is because at the 11th hour, when you are actually, you just have to brush up your knowledge. You just have to have a quick revision of all the things so that the entire biochemistry, you can visualize that. You can imagine that. Then these are the inhibitors of oxidative phosphorylation. Oxidative phosphorylation is process of formation of ATP, which requires F1, F0 particles which are present on the inner mitochondrial membrane. So oligomycin is one inhibitor of OP. Atractyloside is another, which inhibits OP, inhibits the transport of ADP into mitochondria and ATP. Basically, it inhibits the translocation. And then Bondrigate, it is same as atractyloside, it is the toxin of Pseudomonas. So these are inhibitors and these are uncouplers. This question has been asked in ZIPMA. Physiological uncoupler, this question I have discussed in my previous video also. So again, this is a very important slide. Then these are two types of shuttles. In this shuttle system, you can be asked about the number of ATP. So if we talk about glycerophosphate shuttle, it has 30. If we talk about malate aspartate, it has 32 ATP molecules. Malate aspartate shuttle is considered to be the most efficient shuttle. And shuttles are operative, as you can see, between two organelles, cytoplasm and mitochondria. Right. Then again, I'm telling you this slide is again very, very important. You should know the name of the pathways and their rate limiting enzymes. Again, one question can be asked from this, because if you study biochemistry, what is there? You should know the rate limit. Nobody is going to ask you about the pathways, about the cycles. The questions which are asked are mainly on the rate limiting enzymes, how the particular process is regulated. So basically, the strong knowledge of enzymes is very important. So this is again an important slide. Right? That's it. So I have just made 9 to 10 slides. I think these slides will be beneficial for some of the questions can be asked from this. So wishing you all the best for your exam tomorrow. Do well. Take care.